On July 12, 2025, a powerful summer storm swept across Minnesota's North Woods, shrouding the endless pines in a charged, shadowy twilight. Thunder echoed in the distance, and the heavy air seemed to hold its breath, as if the land itself sensed something remarkable was about to unfold. Yet the real upheaval that day didn't come from the weather. It arrived as a phone call to Dr. Eris Thorne, a distinguished paleontologist at the University of Minnesota, whose peaceful evening was about to be turned upside down. The caller, Dave, a land surveyor, spoke with a mix of excitement and apprehension. He described odd, root-like structures embedded deep within ancient rock near the Canadian border, features that appeared far older than any living tree, predating the forests themselves, and unlike anything he'd encountered in his career. Dr. Thorne, well-versed in outlandish stories and potential hoaxes, was initially doubtful. But Dave's urgency, the vividness of his description, and his reputation for reliability made the report impossible to ignore. Dave explained that the peculiar formations stretched for dozens of yards, newly exposed by a landslide that had stripped away layers of earth and stone untouched for millennia. Thorne's scientific curiosity was instantly piqued. He assured Dave he'd gather a team and set out at dawn, determined to witness the phenomenon firsthand. The journey from Minneapolis was long and winding, with civilization gradually giving way to endless pine forests, twisting dirt roads, and the haunting calls of loons drifting through the morning mist. Inside the SUV, the assembled team, geologists, graduate students, and field assistants, debated wild possibilities: fossilized fungi, enormous ancient plants, or perhaps a completely unknown prehistoric life form. As they reviewed field notes and compared sketches to known fossils, nothing seemed to match. With every mile, the enigma only grew. The further they ventured into the mist-shrouded remote woods, the more the familiar world faded away, replaced by a sense of stepping into the unknown, on the verge of a discovery that could change everything. At the site, Dave greeted them and led the group through thick mud and over toppled trees, guiding them to a newly revealed cliff face that looked untouched by human hands. Even from afar, Dr. Thorne recognized this was no ordinary geological feature. The patterns were too complex, too intentional, to be random. The team fell silent, captivated, as they observed a tangled web of roots, fossilized and impossibly ancient, preserved in billion-year-old stone, challenging everything they thought they knew. According to every geology textbook, such a discovery shouldn't be possible in Minnesota's ancient bedrock. The implications were staggering, hinting at a forgotten chapter in Earth's story. The air buzzed with anticipation, the scent of pine and damp soil mingling with the electric excitement of discovery. Sunlight pierced the mist, bathing the site in a golden light. The impossible had become reality, and the team could only stare in astonishment, aware they were standing at the edge of something extraordinary. The North Woods, silent witnesses to countless ages, were about to unveil a secret that could transform our understanding of life on Earth. The team set up with practiced efficiency, brushes and picks in hand, their movements almost automatic after years of fieldwork. Each member knew their role, and the air buzzed with anticipation as they prepared for what they expected to be another routine day of excavation. They faced a raw wound in the hillside, a jagged scar where ancient secrets might be hidden beneath layers of time. Dr. Thorne examined the Mesoproterozoic shale, rock that was over 1 billion years old, dating back to an era when only simple microbes were thought to exist on Earth. The weight of deep time pressed in around them. Lena, a grad student, was the first to touch the strange formation. "It feels organic," she whispered, her fingers tracing a thick, tube-like structure embedded in the stone. The sensation was unlike anything she'd felt before. The texture was like petrified wood, but impossibly ancient, far older than any tree should be. Carefully, they brushed away debris, revealing a dense network of roots, twisting and branching like a modern mangrove, but fossilized in stone, locked away for eons. The scale was staggering, roots as thick as arms, spreading for yards in every direction, weaving a tapestry of ancient life across the dig site. This wasn't just a single plant, but an entire ecosystem, perfectly preserved against all odds. It was as if time itself had stopped to protect this ancient forest. Thorne drilled core samples, determined to confirm the age and rule out any possibility of geological error. The evidence had to be irrefutable. As dusk fell, the cliffside revealed a clear image: a fossilized mangrove forest, its intricate roots and trunks etched in stone, perfectly preserved for over 1 billion years. Mangroves are tropical, salt-loving trees. Finding them here, in billion-year-old rock in Minnesota, was like finding a smartphone in a pharaoh's tomb. It defied everything scientists thought they knew. The implications were staggering. The timeline of life on Earth was suddenly in question. If these fossils were real, everything about the history of complex life would need to be rewritten. The dig had become the discovery of a lifetime, a moment that would echo through the halls of science for generations. The team stood in awe, realizing they'd uncovered a secret from a world no one imagined, a glimpse into a lost chapter of Earth's story. The impossible fossil was real, undeniable, and it demanded answers. Science would never be the same. The world had just grown older, stranger, and infinitely more fascinating. The team dubbed their find the Minnesota mangrove, a fossilized forest, not just a tree. Under the microscope, the petrified wood showed advanced cellular structures, far beyond what should exist in the Mesoproterozoic. These plants had specialized tissues for water transport, an innovation thought to have evolved 700 million years later. The discovery shattered the consensus that complex land plants appeared only 470 million years ago. The Minnesota mangrove suggested lush, forested ecosystems existed 1 billion years ago, in a world thought barren. Modern mangroves thrive in salty tropics, but ancient Minnesota was a freshwater rift valley near the equator, a paradox. This fossil was a biological puzzle and a geological enigma. It pushed back the origins of complex land life by an unimaginable span. The find hinted at a deeper, more mysterious history for life on Earth. The quiet woods had become the epicenter of a scientific revolution. Everything we thought we knew was up for debate. The Minnesota mangrove is a ghost lineage, a group that must have existed for hundreds of millions of years, yet left no other trace. This single fossil forces us to rewrite the story of plant evolution, suggesting complex woody plants appeared far earlier than believed. If ancient forests existed, they would have transformed Earth's atmosphere, pumping out oxygen and shaping the climate. The image of a barren, lifeless early Earth is replaced by one teeming with advanced life. Nature's evolutionary experiments were grander and bolder than we ever imagined. Minnesota's bedrock had become a window into a lost, vibrant world. When Dr. Thorne's team published their groundbreaking findings, the scientific world erupted in disbelief and amazement. News of the discovery spread rapidly, igniting heated debates in labs and universities across the globe. Many experts initially dismissed the fossil as a mere pseudo-fossil, a rock that only appeared to mimic signs of ancient life rather than the real thing. But as Dr. Thorne's team released detailed carbon dating results, high-resolution microscopic images, and comprehensive geological data, skepticism slowly gave way to awe and curiosity. Conferences were hastily organized. Scientists from every continent clamored to see the evidence firsthand, eager to ask questions and challenge the findings. Dr. Elena Petrova, a leading paleobotanist, declared, "If this is true, we are all students again." Her words echoed the sense of humility and excitement felt by many. Laboratories across the globe urgently requested samples for independent analysis, and soon, multiple teams confirmed the astonishing discovery. The mood in the scientific community shifted dramatically, from doubt and skepticism to wonder and celebration. Young researchers saw a new frontier opening before them, while veteran scientists began re-examining old assumptions and theories in light of the new evidence. The Minnesota mangrove quickly became a symbol of how much we still have to learn about our planet's history and the mysteries it holds. Scientists everywhere felt a renewed sense of purpose and curiosity, inspired to push the boundaries of knowledge even further. The thrill of discovery was palpable, a vivid reminder of why science matters and how it can unite people in pursuit of truth. The fossil didn't just challenge a long-held paradigm, it reignited the spirit of exploration and the drive to seek out the unknown. The world was reminded, nature's surprises are far from over, and every discovery opens the door to new questions. The impossible had become undeniable, forever changing our understanding of the past. Minnesota's deep history was once thought quiet and uneventful, just ancient rocks and microbes. Now, we must imagine a billion-year-old Minnesota, lush and forested, a cradle of evolutionary innovation. The fossilized forest was found in a rift valley, a unique environment where advanced life could thrive. Scientists are now scouring the Lake Superior region for more evidence of this lost world. The discovery site may become a scientific reserve or park, drawing researchers and tourists alike. Minnesota's story now stretches back to a mysterious, vibrant past. The land's beauty is layered with profound, ancient secrets. The rocks and woods are monuments to a history stranger than anyone dreamed. Every answer brings new questions. Why did the Minnesota mangrove vanish from the fossil record? Did it go extinct in a cataclysm or evolve into forms we don't recognize? How did these plants function without complex fungi? How did they reproduce or survive harsh UV radiation? Solving these mysteries will require new research, blending paleontology, biology, and chemistry. The discovery also changes the search for life on other planets. If complex life arose here so early, could it happen elsewhere? The universe suddenly seems more promising for life. Most humbling, what else are we missing? How many lost worlds lie hidden in stone? The Minnesota mangrove invites us to question everything we think we know. The doors of possibility are wide open. For Dr. Thorne's team, the work is just beginning. They'll expand the dig, using advanced technology to map the fossil forest and search for more clues. Each new fossil will help reconstruct this lost world. The discovery isn't just for scientists, it's a story for everyone, a reminder of Earth's endless wonder. Educational programs are being developed using the mangrove to inspire curiosity in students. This billion-year-old forest connects us to our planet's deep creative past. In a time of environmental challenges, it's a symbol of life's resilience and mystery. The North Woods will be a focus of research for years to come. The Minnesota mangrove has opened a new chapter in the story of life. And it all began with a phone call and a landslide, proof that the greatest mysteries are still waiting to be found right beneath our feet.